Hey everyone, so today we're gonna go a little bit off my beaten path and show you guys another side of things I really love, which is kind of like music history and what songs are actually about. And this particular song, although it's a great song, what makes this song so unique is actually the music video. And some of you may not realize that at one time MTV and VH1 actually played music videos 24 hours a day. They were nothing like they are today. You could just flip it on at any given time and watch music videos, see your favorite artists, do all sorts of crazy things. I mean, I know everybody's familiar with Thriller in that video and like the Aha Take on Me, because these things were like way before their time. But other than that, people don't really understand that music videos were a huge part of the music industry at one time. So the song we're going to talk about today is Runaway Train by Asylum. This song was released in the summer of 1993 and immediately was a huge hit. I personally have a story about this song. In August of 1993, I was 16. We all went on this huge float trip and we were driving back, and a friend of a friend basically was driving our friend's car home because he was in no condition to drive. And in the early 90s, it was a big deal to have all this aftermarket, CD player and all this crazy stuff in your car. Well, our friend who was driving hit the wrong button, and we listened to this song, Runaway Train, on repeat for almost 2 hours. He couldn't get it off there. Nobody knew how to work this thing, and the guy who did was passed out in the passenger seat. So we were at the mercy of this song for almost 2 hours. So I learned it pretty quick. And like I said, the song is great, but really what made this song stand out was the music video. And in this music video, there were scenes shown. It was actually kind of a dark video, and there was 3 separate scenes shown. There was one scene of domestic violence, there was another scene portraying sex trafficking, and the final scene was portraying kidnapping. Now, in between all of these scenes, there were pictures of missing persons and their information and how long they've been missing for and where they're from shown in the video. And what's really cool about this video is that there were various versions of the video released to portray more missing persons. It was specific to certain countries. Like in the United States, it would show the statistics here for how many kids and people were missing at any given time. And then like in Britain, in the UK, it would show how many kids were missing in that area. It was really cool what they did. So we're going to watch a little clip of how the band decided to work with Tony Faye in order to make this video come to life and actually make an impact in the world.
We needed to make a video for the song Runaway Train, and we wanted to do something that kind of went beyond the usual music video format. So what we did is, we get together. I got together with Tony Kaye, who's the director for the video, and he said, well, why don't we use runaway children as our motif for the video? And I got kind of excited about that idea, I thought, and he started saying maybe we could actually find one, we could use this medium to actually do something good. And there's so many things that went through my head when we were making this video, and we started thinking about it. We started thinking, oh God, maybe one of these kids is going to get returned to a home that he doesn't want to be at, and it's going to be our fault, or something. You don't know who you're. The parents are going to see it, and the parents are going to see the kids seeing it, and there's so many different dynamics of what the effect of something like this could be, and I think they're all positive. I think the song is a little bit more ethereal, perhaps, than it is literal in the sense of this. I don't know if I would listen to that song and go, this is about runaway children. I would listen to that song and say, this is about unrequited, on something is missing, it's something that it's definitely a sad song, and definitely kind of touches on those things where I think everybody can kind of understand that feeling, whether you have a child or not, and you know. So I think it touches on a lot of maybe the emotions or the sentiments that might be behind something like that. So it lends itself very, very well to the video, but without the video, I don't know if you could make that connection.
In total, the videos featured nearly 36 people who were missing. It is reported that 26 of those 36 were recovered. They were brought home, mostly alive and well, and there were a few cases that did not turn out the way people had hoped, but they were returned to their family for closure. So, fast forward now, 26 years later, there is a group of artists who has re-recorded this song and has taken Runaway Train to our present time, and are now have redone the video and are featuring more missing children from across the world, which I think is absolutely amazing. That we just think of some random band in the 90s who is still having an impact based on their creative genius a quarter of a century ago. So the video for Runaway Train by Soul Asylum was one of the very first videos that actually made like a social statement at that time. It's not like things are today where we have things like YouTube, different sorts of social media outlets to stand up and say, hey, this is wrong, here's what's going on, we need to fix this. This video actually brought missing kids and missing adults to the forefront and let everybody know that you don't have to be a high-profile case in order to be missing. That there are tons and tons of ways that people go missing every single day in our country. So fast forward now to 25 years later, the song and video have been remade to work with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which is nicknamed NCMEC, which is what I'll call it from here on out because it's much easier to say. So the video's been remade, and what's really cool about this video is that when you pull it up on YouTube, the missing persons featured in that video are unique to your area. This geographical technology, because we all know that Google knows everything we do. So with YouTube and Google and all these crazy behind the scenes technology, they're able to make that video unique to your area. So when you watch this video, you're going to see people from your area, from your region, so you know who to keep an eye out for, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, we all know that technology these days is extremely invasive. But for something like this, you almost want to turn a blind eye to the crazy technology and say, okay, you know what? I'm game for this. We need to get, families reunited. We need to give people answers. We need to get people home safe. So the new campaign is called Runaway Train 25, representing the 25 years that since the song and video have been released. It was released on May 25th of this year, so just a few days ago, in order to recognize National Missing Children's Day. Now, Runaway Train 25 is this huge campaign, like I said, with NCMEC, in order to bring awareness to all sorts of missing persons. The artist featured in the new song, or in the new version, is Jamie Ann Commons, Skylar Gray, and it also features Gallant. They actually do a really good job. With a song like this, I know, especially for me that I know so well, hearing a remade version is sometimes like, what were they thinking? Like, don't touch that song. But once you watch the video, you find yourself not even paying attention to who's singing it. You're very much drawn into the story. They are reinterpreting the original video and showing situations that are more current today and things that we're used to seeing in our everyday lives now. Well, some of us. I mean, situations that you're used to hearing about, I guess, is the more realistic way to say it. So NCMEC is really excited about this and having the technology to make this unique to your geographical area, because most kids that have gone missing are found in their same state. So it's important to be aware of those around you, because not every kid that goes missing makes the news. And that is a sad state of affairs, because more kids go missing, more adults go missing than any of us realize, and almost we don't want to realize how many people do that, because you'd be so scared you'd never leave your house or allow your family to leave your house. NCMEC is saying that this is really a game changer. This video is going to show real faces, and just like the original video, it's going to be updated once people are found. So over time, every time you watch this video, you're going to see new faces, which I think is amazing, to have the technology to be able to put it out there and say, hey, keep your eye out. Hey, this person might need help. I'm just blown away at how cool this is, and that a song that, like I said, I was 16 when the song came out. I remember the song very well for the reason I told you about. Plus, it's just a great song. Though when I was 16, I didn't get, well, the video came out in early 1994, which is why this is now the 25th anniversary of the video. But I didn't, at that age, I didn't get the, like the social impact portion of the video and what it meant. I just thought it was kind of like a dark video. And I remember seeing the missing kids pop up on there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But at 16, I wasn't like, oh my God, we got to go find them. And now, being a mother and grandmother, I'm like, oh my God, we have to go find them. Let's find all the kids. You know, let's posse up. Let's go. So I'm very excited to see where this is going to go. And I want you guys to check out the video. It's in the link below. And I'd like for you guys to share it on all your social media accounts. Because what's going to happen is, if you, like for me, I'm going to share it from St. Louis, and I share it to somebody in Minnesota, and then suddenly she's seeing people from her area. And then from her, it just keeps going, and that spreads so much awareness. Just a couple of clicks of your phone, of your laptop, anything can make all the difference to somebody's life. So I encourage you all to check out the video below. It's linked. There's a ton of other links, all kinds of information about how this technology works, how they came to be, you know, how the artist and NCMEC came to work together, and how they got the blessings of the original members of Soul Asylum. You know, give this video a huge thumbs up if you want to hear some more music history and songs, and how they're just not, you know, fun songs we all remember, but some of them that actually do have a deeper meaning and have made an impact in the world, such as this one. Because I love it. I mean, for those of you who do know me, I'm full of all sorts of useless knowledge, and I'm not afraid to share it. But this one is really impactful, and I'm pretty passionate about this one because I have a huge heart for missing kids. I could post all sorts of missing kids stuff 24 hours a day. I just don't have the capability to be everywhere and find all these kids. If I had that superpower, by God, I would use it. So now I'm going to show you the NCMEC posters for the people who were featured in my region, which I am just outside of St. Louis, Missouri, so I'm right smack dab in the Midwest, middle of the country. So I'm going to show you all the information for the people missing in my area. If you have any information, please call the numbers that are listed for those children. Call 1-800-THE-LOST if you have any information on anybody that's missing. That's the direct line to NCMEC, and they can get you where you need to go to get that information shared with the right people. So if you think you recognize any of those children, if you think you have any information, even the smallest detail, you never really know what's going to crack a case. You never really know what piece of the puzzle is going to just make it complete and have a family reunited and just make a difference. You never know. So if you have any information about the kids that were shown in my area or the kids that are going to be shown in your area, call 1-800-THE-LOST. NCMEC will get you in touch with the proper authorities and who you need to speak to in order to bring resolution to that case. I'm going to show you some more NCMEC posters of missing kids from my area. If you guys think you have any information about them, by all means, please call NCMEC. Okay guys, so that's going to wrap it up for me for right now. Again, thank you so much for watching this, taking your time to understand what's happened with this video, understand the impact that it had 25 years ago and how that impact from a quarter century ago is now having an impact on our world today and is integrating the new technology to where anybody who watches that video is going to see people from their area. I think that is so amazing, and I'm so excited to share that with you, and I really look forward to watching you guys share this everywhere. Let's bring some kids home. Let's just make a difference. No matter how we can make a difference, just sharing that video, you've done a great job, and I'm very proud of you for doing that. So big thumbs up if you guys want to see more music history videos like this, talking about how music has really shaped our world and how music and the music industry brings different pieces of social change to our world, and we don't really even know it. There's quite a few songs that I know the backstory of that I would love to talk about with you guys. So again, huge thumbs up if you want to hear about those. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this today. Hit like, hit subscribe, come back and see me. I am full of useless knowledge. I know about all sorts of things. I'm interested in everything. If there's any cases of missing kids you'd like to discuss, leave a comment below. I'm happy to look into anything. I'm happy to share anyone's story. Anything that creates awareness about any subject, I'm in. So thanks so much. You guys have a great day.
Daniel, say hi.
There are thousands of children missing in America. You can help bring them home. To find out more, visit missingkids.org.